Hey y'all, welcome back to Key is King. Today we are doing a royal review on RHONY, another franchise that I cannot fucking wait to be over at this point. They truly... Oh, you're about to find out. They make me upset. But we are at season 15, episode 13, and we are at what we know is the peak and the climax of this season. We started off with them in Puerto Rico with having the worst fight they ever had, and they don't know how it got that bad or how it will ever be recoverable. Dun dun dun. Dramatic hose. We are opening with Brynn, Sai, and Aaron sitting by the pool, just randomly talking shit about Jessel. The hatred and the jealousy that these women possess for Jessel is certifiably crazy. This literally is so random and came out of nowhere. We ended last episode about 2 moons ago with Rebecca and Brynn crying and having a talk about whatever. Brynn in the same cover-up that she's been wearing in the entire trip, which, like, mind you, they were probably only there a short amount of time, but, like, you're on TV, right? Everybody else is switching up their looks. I'm just sick of her Jesus. I'm sick of her Jesus. My God. Sick of her, comma, Jesus, just so we're clear. Just sick of her. But they're randomly talking shit about Jessel, and they're really pissing me off. They're talking about a random hatred for Pavit. I guess Sai still hates Pavit for calling her a bitch, which she fucking was. And calling her whatever else he called her, it was true. You are literally on a damage control imagery shaping this season because you were such a fucking cunt last season. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. So you being mad at Pavit and ignoring him every time you see him at an event like you're doing something, don't piss me off, Sai. Don't piss me off. But they're just so happy to be talking shit, and I think they even like acknowledge the fact that they're just so happy to be like hanging out and talking shit again. A group of miserable fucking bitches. Just a group of miserable bitches. They're mad at Jessel for having photo shoots and glam wherever she chooses, like at her like children's birthday parties. Which, mind you, all of these bitches are posing for these pictures. If you hate it so much, like really hated it, and if you were really that bitch, you wouldn't even be involved. Because you didn't want to be. But you just want to talk shit because what? It's just so bitch made. It's so pussy. Like, it's just so ridiculous to me that these are grown-ass people caring about another grown-ass person just in what they do for themselves. You should probably go fuck yourself. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Maybe it's because I don't have, like, the hater gene in my body, because I don't really care what you're doing, or as long as you're not doing something to fucking me, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know, but that's just me. But grown-ass people do some stupid-ass things. But, as we all know, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, so fools will find out eventually, right? Fuck around and find out is real. And before I move on from these hateful bitches, they're plotting on confronting Jessel about all of this stuff at dinner because I guess that's what you do when you're weak. I don't. So that transitions them to a dinner scene, and Brynn and Boring Bex are bonding over some weak-ass shade. I'm pretty sure that Bex threw. Brynn is just so happy to find somebody that could be like miserable for a fucking second with her. People like that need to be quarantined from the rest of us. They really fucking do. So they're so happy about that. Jenna is still showing people her fucking pubic hair. Like, this is supposed to be a fun, entertaining, like, shady TV show. Or at least some, like, rich shit. We have Brokey in the corner showing her pubes to everybody before they start dinner. That's not an appetizer, bitch. And I don't even have a weak stomach. It's not about that. It's just not interesting, funny, or cute. So what? You have straight fucking pubic hair. I'm sure you're not the only person. We can do a survey. Let's show the audience. Let's ask the audience. Like, what? Like... And so if it can't get any worse, they then move on to, like, attacking Jessel. Like, that's how we're going to start. And I think I just got finished saying how, like, Jessel's not even really engaged these women. But maybe I think that's what they're pissed off about. That she's, like, the star of the show and hasn't really even had to get into, like, the trenches with them. But they are starting with Jessel about some old shit. Just shit that happened moons ago. And Jessel's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, what is going on? They're trying so hard to like gaslight her into a problem, and it's just like the most confusing fucking thing. And of course, Britt is just instigating. Like, if I was ever around that woman, I would just be looking at her and like clocking her every time she opened her mouth. I don't like. This is where TV gives me fake sometimes, because like, you guys are just like letting this happen. Like, it's like they're letting it happen for the storyline or the production of it all, but like, Brynn would never survive around a person like me. She wouldn't. I'd be sure of it. But they are going around and around trying to gaslight Jessel, and it's just very hard to watch because it's fucking annoying. At some point, Brynn tries it with Uba and gets just cursed out. Because like, Uba's boring as fuck, don't really love her, but like, she's very good for the crash out, and she's really the only one that be cursing these bitches out and letting them know that they're fucking stupid. So if nothing else, that's Uba's like stay power for me, because nobody else seems to do it. Like, Jessel seems like she is trying to do it a little bit, and she's definitely giving it back to them because they are like on some shit right now. But Uba's like not afraid to be angry and a bitch, and I love that because that's what these gaslighting white women need. That's what they need. It is. It's true. It's true. And so they're arguing. Uba's telling Brynn to get the fuck out of here. It's very funny, but that leads to eventually Uba being, because Brynn's like, Uba, why are you here? Like, she's trying to pull the why are you here card. Okay. But Uba's like, okay, you fucked somebody to get on the show, so why are you here? Like, and of course, we all know Brynn is going to be super offended. Carbon monoxide is like building up. She's ready to go. She's rearing to go now. But from an alleged call girl, sugar daddy, sugar baby, there we go, sugar baby, you sleeping with somebody to get on the show is not a far-fetched idea. The way you talk about dick more than you talk about substance, it's not a far-fetched idea. Yes, you explained about your assault and all that stuff, and we do, being the collective, I'm going to speak on the collective. The collective has sympathy for SA victims, but you, outside of that experience, are trash. So it's not that hard to think, Brynn. Sorry. I'm gonna have to put an allegedly in there for like, in case she ever, allegedly, bitch. I love if a housewife actually watched one of my videos. Like, one day they will, obviously, because manifestation, and that's just how you do it. But like, currently, I would love for one of them to see it, just to see what happens. Allegedly 18 more times. So this is what I also don't like about these fucking group of women. Majority, whatever the fuck the word is that I'm trying to say. Overwhelmingly, this is what I don't like about them. Erin is now in her confessional. She can identify A, B, C, and D of Brynn's gaslighting, but doesn't understand how she's a gaslighter. Bitch, be gone. Jennifer Aniston, goodbye. You are the weakest link. You and Brynn need to like tie cinder blocks to your ankles and just dip into the like body of goodbye. Like the body of water of goodbye. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but go away. You are ruining RHONY. You're ruining. And to my disappointment, they get home and Erin and Jessel make up and they're like talking and they're like smoothing it over. But that's kind of Erin's MO. She's a fucking gaslighting bitch. And then she like goes home and she's like, I don't know why people don't like me. I don't know why you don't do this to me. No, bitch, shut up. Shut up. I wish all these women would just go tell her to go fuck herself one good time. But of course Jessel's making up with Erin because they really like each other, and I'd be so sick of Erin. Between Erin and Brynn, they would never have a day of peace around me. Not one. Not one. Especially where I'm going in my own life, they would not have a day of peace. You hear me? Not one. The next morning we have Sai and Uba catching up and talking, whatever. They're waking up the lesbians because they're screaming apparently outside of their room. And Raquel's like not dealing with it. Jenna and her straight pubic hair. Imagine that, a gay bitch with straight pubic hair. But Jenna and her straight pubic hair get up to the window to go eavesdrop and see what's going on. And Sai and Uba are talking about Jessel. Uba's like, I love Jessel. I'll always kind of stick up for Jessel and defend Jessel. Sai's stupid ass, because now Sai's done pissing me off. She's like, I feel like I'm being kind of roped back into Brynn's like mess, and you jumped fucking your 4-foot ass headfirst into her mess. Like, you're not being roped in. You gleefully walked through that door. And so she's talking about like chatting with Jessel and like smoothing it over with Jessel because she's making up with Jessel while hating her husband, talking shit about her husband, while sneak dissing Jessel. So like, so this episode is coming to an end, thank the Lord. They have a breakfast scene, and it starts with Uba just going off about Bryn, rightfully so, because Bryn is the worst, if you haven't been able to tell by anything that I've ever said about this season. And so she's going off about Bryn and how she's awful. And then somewhere in her rant, she compares it to like having cancer or like dying from cancer, which is clearly insensitive because we find out that not only is Erin's mom going through cancer, her dad is going through cancer, and we know that her dad died soon after this season wrapped filming. So Erin is very triggered by Uba, and Uba really didn't mean it. I don't even remember the verbiage of how she said it or what she said, but Erin got up like crying and leaving, and Uba immediately ran to like console her, and she was like, I really didn't mean it, like and Erin's like, I know you didn't mean it, but it's just very sensitive for me, it's hard for me, blah 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 blah. Not to diminish Erin, but it was just like a lot of like, you can get the idea. So Erin was upset, Uba did comfort her, and Erin didn't seem like genuinely mad at her, but you know, Erin holds on to every fucking thing. But Uba was right about the shit she was saying, she just used a really bad analogy. And then this leads to Jessel going off about Bryn, and just the way that all went down. And as that's happening, Bryn comes to join the table. And so Jessel's kind of just like letting her know, letting the group know how she feels, going off about it. And rightfully so. Engage, Jessel. Don't disengage. But to be truthful, they're really fighting about fucking nothing. It really is a bunch of like the same old nothing, because their drama's not, I don't know if it's not giving that it's not authentic or if it's just giving that it's just bad and boring. But they kind of split again. Bryn goes to check on Erin, and so they have another twisted sister, girl interrupted trauma bonding moment, and they're just talking about how much they love each other despite all of their toxicity and all this stuff, and how Bryn like checks on her. It was like this whole cute fucking thing that was not cute because they both suck. Like, yes, they're going through a real, or Erin, I should say, is going through a real thing that is very sad. It does not negate that they fucking suck outside of that circumstance, though. So they had a cute moment amongst themselves, and I was eye-rolling outside of the things that actually were, like, legitimate. And then they end the episode with a beach trip. Raquel is hyping up this beach. She went there when she was a child. It was her favorite beach. The waters were clear. It was calm. It was safe. Yada yada boo 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 doo 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 whoop doo doo whoop. Honey, they get to this beach and Uba is going off about how nasty and gross it is and how she refuses to get into the water. There are dead pigeons on the beach. There's dead fish. And they made sure to find, if there was only 2 dead animals on the beach, they made sure to find them and show them multiple times. Because, you know, Bravo editors and cameraman and Andy Cohen and everybody is shady as shit over there. So Uba's going off about how nasty the beach is, and Raquel is offended. Offended. Because at this point, Uba has gone off about how rich she is, how small the rooms are, how da-da-da-da. Even Sai, who is supposed to be like Uba's bestie. I know Sai has pissed me off this episode, but she's giving fake bitch this episode. Because she's talking about how Uba's like being offensive and needs to like chill out or shut up or whatever. I mean, mind you, she's saying it like jokingly, but like she gives me a switch out. After this whole Jessel shit, you're back on the list. I'm sorry. But Uba's freaking the fuck out and calling everything nasty and gross and that she would never dare put her body in it. And that's how we end the episode. So, to me it was fucking funny because like read the room. But she didn't. She doesn't give a fuck. She's lost in translation, literally. Which kind of works in her favor sometimes, honestly. But that was RHONY. We are hopefully wrapping up soon because I'm tired of these women and they're just not well produced television show that they're involved in right now. But please don't forget, if you want to comment, like, and subscribe with these folks, you can. It doesn't usually happen, but the viewership matters, so thank you for that. Please come back for more. Don't forget, if you want to comment, like, and subscribe, because I'm always going to say it. And catch me soon for something else.